What's up guys, Coach Jeremy here. In this video I'm taking a look at the new Marsblade skates. Last year I reviewed the holders versus traditional roller skates, so you can check that video out. If you haven't heard about the Marsblade system, I'll explain quickly how they differ from traditional rollerblades and why I like them so much. But first let's just get them on the ground and take a look at the new skates. These are the Marsblade FMT One, so it's the Verbero boot and the Marsblade holder. The Marsblade holder is where all the magic happens. Basically there's a little rocker in there, so as you put weight on the front or the back, the wheel system moves, and that gives you just a little bit of instability and a rocker effect, similar to how when you're on skates on the blades on the ice, it has that rocker effect. Well, now you can get that off the ice. I really like that for training off ice because it makes it just a little bit more challenging and enjoyable to be on rollerblades. It's more like being on skates. So that's a quick difference between the Marsblade and your traditional roller skates. But what about the difference between the Marsblade FMT One, which is the skate and the holder, versus just the holder? The biggest difference there is the price. The holders are, I think, about $230 just for that holder, and then you have to mount them on your skates, which can be a pain in the butt. Basically, you have to knock the holder off of your skates and then mount these yourself, which is, I wouldn't recommend it. Or the other option is to bring them into a skate shop and have them do it, which can be done, except for some skate shops don't know what they're doing, so it can be a bit of a challenge. If you order the whole kit, well, of course you get everything. It's ready to go, you get your size, and you put them on. Well, actually it's not that easy, and I'm kind of breaking the rules here. You're supposed to bake these first. This is the Verbero boot, so it's 100% carbon fiber boot, which means it's gonna be pretty stiff. For maximum comfort and performance, you're gonna wanna bake that, but I'm not doing it in this video because I have to shoot it really quickly. Per, the owner, this guy right here, Per Mars, he wants the video done like as soon as I can, so I'm getting it up as soon as possible, and this is the only day open for me to shoot this. So I'm gonna put them on, I'm gonna wheel around with them and see how they feel. Oh, and of course the difference in price. So just the holder is $230, and the holder and the boot together, I think it's about 450 bucks. Oh, $429 Canadian, that's for the senior skate and holder, and for just the holder it's $229 Canadian. Before I lace these up, I should probably mention what else comes in the box. There's a few goodies in there. We'll start with the wheels. My apologies that I don't know a lot about inline, but I do know that Lebeda makes pretty good wheels, and that's what they have on here. They also have the ABEX 7 bearings, which I think are top of the line or up there from my research I did way back when. There's also a different wheel setup that you can use, so it comes with all 76mm wheels, but there's also smaller ones, so 72. What I'm gonna do is put the 72mm wheels in the front, and that's gonna give me even more of a rocker effect and make it even more challenging. I like more of an advanced setup. It's really simple to change the wheels. They have a tool that they include right there, so you don't need any extra tools. An extra little goodie that they have in the box is an extra tongue. So this one has the black back and this one has the white, so you can easily swap out the tongue if you'd like. And of course, if you want to bake your skates, they have the baking instructions right there, really easy to follow. To roll. So I'm going to do a little lap here, maybe skate for like a minute using them. After that I'll use a little bit more, do some stick handling, some shooting, and come back and give you a full impression. Alright, so initial impressions. Love the feel, the motion of the rollerblades feels great. Not the most comfortable skates I put on. Actually, let me say that a little differently. So when I first put them on, they felt really comfortable. It's nice, it like hugs your feet. They feel like they're fitted well for the size that I ordered. So I'm 10D in skates, I just ordered 10Ds in the Marsblades. Works great. There's one little point that I feel a bit of pain, it's in my ankle. I have weird ankles, so I think if I baked these, then it would feel nice. I'm not too sure if they use gel or foam or what they have in there, but because of the carbon fiber boot, baking them, getting them to wrap around any kind of like weird parts of your feet is gonna make a big difference. So I'm gonna have to test that out for sure. And of course, what everybody wants to know is how do they compare to hockey skates? Any rollerblade you get, you're not gonna be able to hockey stop, so don't even think about it. If it's your first time, don't try to do a full-on hockey stop, you're gonna go flying. When I'm turning, when I'm striding, when I'm doing anything except for trying to hockey stop, it feels like I'm on the ice. It just has that, you know when you lace up your skates and you take your first few strides out on a nice fresh sheet of ice? It's kind of like what you get on a nice surface like this. I definitely should sweep this up. I got sticks, I got rocks, a few puddles, some sand. Definitely make sure you have a nice smooth surface. If you have that and some Marsblades, you're gonna like it. I'm gonna go and shoot and stick handle, come back with a deeper report on the Marsblades. Oh, and just so you guys don't cringe when you see me stick handling, this is an old twig, it's an old graph, and the blade is kind of broken on it, so I'm just using it for off-ice practice. Let's go. Alright, so overall feel on the skates after my first use. First thing you're going to notice when you pick them up is that they are going to be heavier than what you're used to skating in, and that's because rollerblades just traditionally are heavier. The Marsblades I think are even a little bit heavier. They've got wheels, they've got the plastic, they've got the rocker motion technology there, so that's going to add some weight. I don't know the exact weight, but I'll weigh them and I'll put the number right down there so you guys will know. Second point is comfort, so nice comfortable liner and boot except for on the inside where my ankles are, so the inside ankle of each foot. Feeling some pressure points there. I think after baking them, that should resolve that issue. Third thing that I want to talk about is basically just my overall thoughts on the skates themselves. I like the idea of the convenience of buying the skates and the holders combined. That makes it so easy. I mean, they are expensive, especially if you're just getting into rollerblading or inline. You're not too sure if you're going to do it. If that's the case, try to find a used pair that fit you and go out. If you love it, then consider dropping some more money on something like this. So I'd recommend them for anybody who's already doing a lot of hockey training. If you're doing off-ice stuff and you want to add that motion to it, either buy the holders so you can just install them on an old pair of hockey skates that you have, or if that's not an option for you, they do have this option now, and I do like the feeling. I really love the Marsblade system. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little review, and I am going to bake these things to see if they feel better, but I won't have time to update this video, do a full video on that. So I'll just put in the video description, actually, you know what, I'll add a comment and I'll pin it. After I bake these, I'll test them out, and I'll put some stuff on Instagram and Facebook as well, so you guys follow me there. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.